take to Doha for highlights from the Qatar cross-country rally.
Welcome to Doha, Qatar, a city renowned for its unique style. A great mixture of traditional architecture blending with modern buildings, amazing landscapes and deserts meeting the sea. Qatar is a country in constant development across all departments, and Doha, the capital of the state, lying on the coast of the Arabian Gulf, attracts many tourists. The Qatar Motor and Motorcycle Federations hosted the first event of the FIA World Championship. Eighteen teams gathered at Losail Arena to compete in the Manatech Qatar cross-country rally.
We are very excited, that we see a lot of international competitors coming to Qatar. This rally is very important for QMMF and Qatar as a whole because it represents our environment, our desert environment. It's perfect for rallies and cross countries like what we see here.
QMMF, following the path paved by Qatar's Ministry of Culture and Sports, tries to promote motorsport across the nation, while at the same time tries to attract foreign athletes of the highest level to compete in the events they organise. Development of the next generation of drivers is of great importance for the QMMF.
We try to support our national competitors because in an environment like the FIA cross country, they can gain experience when they compete against top drivers. This is an opportunity that we try to take all the time. We have a long-term strategy when it comes to developing young drivers from circuit racing to rallies, and we have a lot of programs here in QMMF.
The day before the first special stage was allocated for the scrutiny and preparation of the vehicles. The 18 teams were making final adjustments to their cars for the demanding desert terrains they had to face over the next few days.
It's a quiet before the storm, and it's a time to just get to know the team again, get to know the car again and get ready for it. We have a shakedown, so that's a quick systems check. And then we have the administration where they check all the licenses, everything from the legal insurance sides. And then we have the technical checks with the FIA where they see that the cars conform to the rules.
Now in 1 hour we'll test the car, and if there are some changing for the driver, some specific, and this afternoon to do the scrutineering to check everything for the start the rally.
They check all the regulations, which are the alignments or the measurements, which are good to keep all the cars on the same level.
The terrain in Qatar is what makes this rally special, and the reason why top drivers of the sport choose to challenge themselves here, with the newer drivers gaining valuable experience.
Terrain here in Qatar is quite rocky, stony, and it's not so easy for the tires because we get a lot of punctures, but also it's good to learn which stones are good for the tires, which not. And there are some parts of the dunes, mainly close to the sea, but it will be more camel grass with some grass and some parts of the dunes.
That same night, the press conference took place, and the media had the chance to address the drivers, with the spectators able to take a closer look at the cars. The first stage of the Manatech Qatar cross-country rally was ready to start. Engineers, drivers and co-drivers were ready to throw their cars into battle over the endless, challenging and unforgiving Qatari desert.
It's a good feeling to start the first round of the World Champion cross-country here in Qatar.
I just tried to really focus 100% on my job.
We need to make a good stage today because it will be very difficult.
We need to take some feeling in the beginning. Most important to find the good way, and sure, we must push from the start. All the guys in the front are pushing all the time, so if it's day 1 or day 5, you have to attack. Sure, ready, bring it on.
Defending champion and local legend Nasser Al-Attiyah was the winner of the first 171.25km special stage at Al-Qarara. Showing his high level of performance, he completed the stage in 1 hour 32 minutes and 28 seconds, ahead of Yazid Al-Raji and Jakub Bragonski.
And we'll have more action from the Qatar cross-country rally after the break. And later it's to South Africa for a 4-day mountain bike race. That's the Tangwa track. See you in just a few minutes.
Grit, stamina, tenacity, the drive to succeed. Do you have what it takes to conquer the Toyota Fortuner Challenge? If fitness and adrenaline are your stimulants of choice and overcoming obstacles is what you're all about, it's time to take up the challenge. You could cruise off in a brand new Toyota Fortuner worth over 500,000 rand. Additional prizes include Garmin watches and specialized mountain bikes. So head to supersport.com for all the details on how to secure a sought-after spot and kick off an extraordinary adventure. The Toyota Fortuner Challenge is proudly brought to you by Toyota Fortuner, the luxury of freedom.
Technically, I'm not supposed to show anybody yet, but for you, I'd make an exception. There it is, the all-new Corolla. Advanced tech, dynamic handling, new 2-liter engine. Listen to that baby purr. What's Mo doing?
He's trying to impress the new girl.
Huh? But she's not even plugged in. Silent type. I get it. Introducing the revolutionary new Corolla.
Figuring out what to say to a jury is what I do. We're going to trial. I could read this jury on a moonless night with a blindfold on. My ex-wife, we are very much in love. We're having a baby.
Someone's in an excellent mood.
I am seeing how I can get you back. You can start with an apology. You slugged me? Where's my apology? Did you just give me the finger? I think I might actually be pretty good at this jury thing.
Classic Test match cricket.
Fantastic drama.
Test match cricket lives on, only on your World of Champions Supersport.
Welcome back to the show. As now we continue our highlights from the Qatar cross-country rally.
The Manatech Qatar cross-country rally offered a different kind of challenge for leg 2. Starting from Al Shamal, competitors had to drive a total of 334.25 kilometers, almost double the distance from the opening day. However, the teams have no choice but to keep going and push themselves and their cars to the limit.
They will have long stages, 330 km, and always the short stages are really super fast, but now with this level what we drive, we always push. Even if it's 300 km, we are on the maximum, and in the end we cannot make so many mistakes because then you will not get the time back. And then we need to push. Of course it's hard for the tires, hard for the car, and for us, because after 3 hours in the car you get too tired.
Today, with the longer stage, our strategy is really to keep everything together as much as possible. With the longer stage, you get a little bit more time to make some mistakes, and we get some time, like you get time to make it up. So we're going to try to keep the mistakes to a minimum, keep no punctures going, no problems with the car, and we know that if we have a little bit of an issue, we'll be able to make it back up because of the long stage. So kind of pace ourselves more than yesterday, kind of sprinting, and it'll be good.
Nasser Al-Attiyah and his team Toyota Gazoo continued their great performance, achieving the best time of the day and increasing their lead over their rivals. But the day belonged to Austin Jones from South Racing GmbH. The US driver started 5th overall after yesterday's race and climbed up to 2nd as he drove flawlessly and took advantage of other teams' mistakes. Yazid Al-Raji followed him in 3rd.
It was a good day. With the long stage, it definitely made for a lot of time to make some time up. So that's what we did, and we pushed where we could push, and we slowed where we could go slow. And very stony out there, very tough out there, but yeah, very happy with today.
The penultimate day of the event had it all. Strong northwesterly winds were causing dust and fine sand to drift across the course, severely reducing the visibility for the competitors. For safety reasons, the officials decided to cancel the second of the day's shorter special stages and just run the first 119.39 kilometers of the opening section.
Today it's supposed to be 2 stages, but due to safety concerns for the weather, it was shortened to 1 stage, and that stage itself was shortened to 119 kilometers. We're really looking forward for today. It would have been a nice, fun 2 stages, but safety is number 1. For sure, they took the right choice.
Conditions improved as the stage progressed, despite the fierce wind, and Yazid Al-Raji clocked a time of 1 hour, 3 minutes and 8 seconds, managing to beat Poland's Jakub Bragonski by 2 minutes and 34 seconds, and sits in 2nd overall. Nasser Al-Attiyah seems unbeatable and still leads the Manatech Qatar cross-country rally. Meanwhile, in the T3 category, everything is still open, with Khalid Al-Mahanadi starting with a 7-minute 28-second lead.
The race course every single day has been great. Lots of stones, lots of dunes, lots of very technical driving. You really have to be on it and, you know, looking very closely at every single thing that you're doing.
Today's stage was a nice stage, like always here. It's very, very difficult navigation. It's a lot of stones, so you have to be careful on the stones. I pushed a little bit harder, of course, because you have 2 tires for the day. And if you have to do 350 kilometers or 120, you drive a little bit different. But you cannot go much faster with the car. So it's a good pace, but you take a little bit more risk if it's short.
It was time for the last special stage for the Manatech Qatar cross-country rally. Nasser Salah Al-Attiyah confirmed a 7th victory in 9 seasons at the Manatech Qatar cross-country rally and kick-started his challenge to win back the FIA World Championship title with the fastest time on the final stage on Thursday.
We finished in the first place, and today was really not easy day for everybody. But we win today also, and this was a good result for me and for the championship. And yeah, we are quite happy to win Qatar Rally.
Yazid Al-Raji took 2nd place, while Poland's Jakub Bragonski battles back from a near 2-hour time loss on day 2 to secure the final podium place.
finally at the finish of Qatar 2020 in second position, I think is very nice start for our championship. It's always difficult to come and fight with Nasser and Qatar, and after we have power steering problems, we lose more than 1 hour, and so for them there was no chance to fight, so we had to just keep our position in second.
Yeah, really happy that we finished third, and it was a good race for us. We learned a lot about car, and two last stages were quite good, and we are happy.
In T3, the battle was always going to be epic. 6 T3 drivers were evenly matched across the stages. In the end, it was Qatari driver Ahmed Al-Kouari who managed to take the victory by a margin of 10 minutes and 57 seconds. And at the same time, he came 4th overall across all divisions. A result to remember.
This was an amazing rally. As always, me and Manuel did a good job. Him with the navigation and me with the driving. We picked the pace up slowly every stage, and today we went full flat out to catch the guy that wasn't first, and we managed to get some time and we managed to win the rally.
It was a great start for the FIA World Championship, which concluded with a grand closing ceremony held at Souk Waqif Square in the traditional area of Doha. The winners were presented with their trophies and prize money, and the local crowd were there to applaud them. Stay tuned for more from the world of motorsports and from Qatar Motor and Motorcycle Federation.